Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about filters, and this one is the mesh filter. So go ahead and open up your Blender, and I am using 2.92 alpha, so you may not see this for some time, but I just want you to be aware that it's coming. Dum dum dum. So do new file general, go ahead and save it as. We'll just call this mesh filter, and let's go ahead and set up Suzanne for sculpting. We'll add some matte caps, any color you want, and let's give it some resolution with the multi-resolution modifier. Subdivide that 5 times if you're feeling crazy, and switch over to sculpt mode, control tab down. Now we can do some mesh filtering. So notice that it is not in the brushes, it's not in the masks little section here. It is down here in the filter section. There's the mesh filter and the cloth filter. So go ahead and click on mesh filter. And so this filter is just like an Instagram filter or any kind of just filter overall. It's going to change all of the geometry in your object here. So notice up at the top, we've got a filter type with a bunch of different options. We've got the strength that you can adjust and the orientation direction. So you can do it just in the X, just in the Y, just in the Z, or if you hold shift, you can select them all like that. So if you have the inflate option, that just seems to be the default. When you click and drag, it's slowly inflating Suzanne. Looky there. So it's going to do every part of the mesh here. So I'm going to undo that. But what's really cool is you can use it in conjunction or with masks. So if we do a box mask and maybe draw a little box on the top of Suzanne's head here, notice we've got it on the bottom there too. But what's cool is you can invert this mask with Control I, or just go to mask, invert mask. And now if we use the mesh filter, it's only going to use the available space, this light blue section. So watch now, if I inflate, hey, looky there. Now it's just inflating that part of the mesh. I can undo it. We could do scale, which is kind of similar, but lets you go either really far in or you can just scale it on out. So that one's pretty cool. I'm gonna do that. So look at there, we've already got some kind of like cool neck beard and mohawk thing for Suzanne. Then you could switch to smooth and click and drag. And notice as I'm going one way, it smooths one direction. If I go the other way, it's trying to smooth the opposite direction. So it depends on the direction of your mouse. So I'm just going to smooth out those a little bit. We can also use sphere. And sphere is just going to try and transform it all the way back into a sphere. So I'm not going to do that, but that's pretty cool. You could actually take the entire Suzanne and just keep on going in this, using this sphere filter, and Suzanne would just turn into a ball eventually. So you can also use random, which is really cool. So say if you wanted to add like quick texture to any part of your design, you can do random, and look at that. Whoa, very cool. So that is just some instant texture. I love that. And so now you can take random and even sharpen it. Notice if you go one way, it's going to do the opposite. If you go the opposite direction, it's actually going to sharpen it. So I'm going to the left here, and it's just sharpening that up. And if I go to the right, it's actually going to kind of the opposite of sharpen, just kind of smooth it out. We can also do relax, and that will relax it. See how the edges are kind of falling off there? You can also do relax face sets if you're using face sets. Right now we just have a mask, so it's not going to do anything because we don't have any face sets, but you can use the filter with face sets if you want to, relax those edges of your face sets. And we can do surface smooth. So now if I do surface smooth, it's making this surface smoother and smoother and smoother just on the surface, keeping the volume. And we can do enhance details. And notice the top of this part right here is getting a little bit more enhanced and just kind of accentuating all the little ripples. And erase displacement is very similar to the multi-res displacement eraser, but it's just going to bring all of your filter data or filter manipulations back to your base mesh, which is this. I'm just in edit mode. But watch as I click and drag, it's just shrinking this Suzanne alterations or filters that we made. And if I just keep going and keep going and keep dragging, clicking and dragging, and eventually we'll just go all the way back to where we started. So that is the mesh filter. Again, you can do it on the entire mesh. You can just mask out things. You can do it with face sets, but it's really fun way to add a bunch of just different effects or filters to your geometry. So let's go ahead and jump into the next filter, which is the cloth filter.